Good morning, folks. The time is 10:38 AM Mountain Standard Time on the 9th of February, 2026. And of course, that's the 10th for my friends on the other side of the planet, those awesome folks down under. How about a big hello to everybody worldwide, but a super big hello to the city with the most group members, that city being Melbourne, Australia. I hope everybody's doing fantastic today, folks, no matter where you're from. I really do. This is about take 8 or 9 of me trying to get this video going, and I apologize. I've been having some technical issues, and I've been having some issues with my mouth. Not like a dental issues, just tripping over my words. So I'm doing my best, I promise you. A little groggy today. I mean, it's not even early. I'm just a little tired. Oh, I got ahead of myself. Who am I? Who is this complaining tired guy? My name's Lee. I'm the guy who started the group. Well, I thought it was funny. That group being so funny, we started a second one just in case. So glad we did. And you are you, and you are incredibly funny. And how do I know those two things? Well, if I was incredibly funny, I wouldn't want to be anyone else. So I'm kind of assuming that you are you because you're incredibly funny. And the incredibly funny part, how do I know that? Well, this community of ours, well, I thought it was funny, was not incredibly funny until you got here. And it is now incredibly funny, and you're here. I think that math works out real easy. Cheers to you for being incredibly funny. And thank you for bringing that here and making our community, well, I thought it was funny, incredibly funny. Cheers. Oh, I love my coffee. Oh, and folks, you know, we have well over 900,000 group members in this community of ours, and that's why I like to call us the funniest city on the internet. Population us, funny people in a funny place making people laugh. That is a great place to be, and that is a great thing to do, make people laugh. So once again, cheers to you. Well, I hope everybody's doing great today. I know I've already said that, but I just want to reiterate that. I really do hope you're doing fantastic today. But I hope that every day, even the days when we're not having a video, I hope you're doing fantastic, my friends. And I hope you're laughing, because that's the whole point of everything we do here, right? Trying to make people laugh. And we are succeeding. You know, we have almost 1,500,000 people on average show up to the group every day. Individual people, not the same people over and over again. Individual visits to the community of ours, looking for their funny. And the reason they're coming here is because it's here and it's funny because of you. So you rock. You absolutely rock. That's a lot of backslapping, isn't it, this morning? But it's true. Love to know what you're all doing today. I'm going to tell you what I'm doing today. Not much. That's right. I don't have any plans today, really. Kind of like days like that sometimes, but I got to do something. I got to figure out what I'm going to do. I'm going to make this video, that's for sure. We're working on that right now. I do want to hunt down a few computer parts. I'm planning on building a new media server to hold my music files and my movie files, so we can watch them all over the house here on the different TVs and that, and when we're out of the house. So I'm kind of working on that. So I might I need to find a computer case and a power supply. Pretty exciting, isn't it? Well, that's what I'm up to. When you live on the edge like me, folks, expect anything. I might even do some exciting laundry. Ooh. Yeah, but that's about it. No real plans today, folks. Yesterday, of course, we made our video, hung out with Wendy, my beautiful, wonderful wife. We had a fantastic dinner, roast ham and mashed potato. Oh, it was just delicious. I just tell you, it was perfect. And, I watched the halftime show yesterday after the game was over. I'm not really a Super Bowl fan. I don't watch NFL football in general. It's not that I have anything against the sport. It's just not my sport. Never got into it. But anyways, I did watch Bad Bunny's halftime show last night after the game was done. What a great performance. And I don't care about I do care about your politics. I just don't want to hear about your politics. I thought it was fantastic, really representative. What a great message, what a positive message in a dark times, all right? So that's all I'm going to say about that. I thought it was fantastic. I will say something real quick, though. Screw you, Kid Rock. But hey, that's all. Sorry, folks. I hope you didn't get upset by that. If you did, well, sorry. What have you got on your plate today? I would love to hear it. And if you don't want to share what's on your plate, you know what I would love? I would love it if you just took a second just to click one of those reaction buttons down there, whether it's the thumbs up, whether, if you don't like it, whether it's the thumbs up or that angry emoji or something like that. At least I know you're here. And I really hope you're not angry about what I'm saying. I really do. But please take a moment, just click the reaction button. It really lets me know what's going on. And apparently it helps me with the algorithm, helping to get more people to watch these videos. If you want that, please. I'd love it if you did. You know what would also be great? Why don't you let us know how you're doing today? Just take a moment, just quick little blurb about how you're feeling, how you're doing today. Want to hear it, folks. Want to hear it. And if you'd like to share more, I would freaking love that. Absolutely. You know, I asked yesterday for pet photos. I had 2 people send in photos of their pooches yesterday, which makes me so happy to see the pets. I love all animals, folks. And standing today, I really do want to see photos of your pets. If you feel like sharing them, please. Even if you shared them before. Rose Glad sent in photos of Makai, her beautiful, beautiful dog. And Mandie May, I get that name right? Yeah, Mandie May sent in some fantastic photos of her cutie, her 3-year-old Yorkie cross, Serling, who's named after Rod Serling, which I think is fantastic. I'm going to bring up those photos. We're going to start off with Makai, and here's a beautiful photo of Makai. Now, Roseglad just sadly lost her other dog, Kiko, a few weeks ago due to cancer. Screw cancer, right, folks, in animals and people. And that's sad, but I'm so glad you shared a photo of Makai this morning, and he's such a handsome pooch. So thank you for sharing that. Look at that beautiful dog. And then we've got Mandie May's beautiful dog, Serling. I'm telling you, what a handsome little boy. Look at the eyes on that dog. Oh my God. What a cutie. And right back to the beginning, but oh. Thank you so very much, Mandie May. Thank you so very much, Rose. Once again, Rose Glad, sorry for your loss there, but thank you for sharing your gorgeous pooch with us. And Rose Glad's also a fantastic artist, great painter, and she knits like crazy. Incredibly good knitter. So we're looking forward to seeing some art maybe in the future, and maybe some more of her knitting. Just wondering how that blanket was going that you were working on a while ago. Not calling you out, Rose, just having some fun there. We'd love to see it, though, if you want to share it. Folks, honestly, we would love if you shared anything, some photos from your life. Maybe you got a hobby or a collection you're interested in. Maybe you've got something cool you want to share with us. You're cool. I'd love you to share you with us. Your pets, though, please. Come on, send in photos of those pets. Cats, dogs, hogs, frogs, spiders, snakes. If you've got a pet amoeba, I'd love to see a picture of it. Come on, my friends. Let's see your pets. All right. We've got some feature posts today, my friends. We have feature posts every day. Well, at least I try to have feature posts, except for those days where I end up wimping out or not making a video. But I've got 4 featured posts today. I've got a feature post from Clara Cintia. I'm not sure how to say that. Then we have one from Liz Bezold Sileo. And then I've got one from Lizzie Grin. And then I've got one from Rose Glad. We've got some great shared posts, folks. And these are feature posts, I want to call them. These are memes that made me laugh when I was preparing this video. So let me we're going to start off with Clara Cintia. Bringing that up right now. Pretty cute. I'll leave that there for a moment. Great photo. I've seen this before. I don't care. It's been a while since it's been posted to the group. It is funny. It made me laugh. And that's why we're sharing this morning. Thank you, Clara. All right. The next one is from Liz Bezold Sileo. Yeah. The physics aren't there. I wish it was that easy, eh? Thank you, Liz. Then we have another Liz, Lizzie Grin, with her post here. Yeah, number 1, this is great. I just love this. Thanks, Lizzie. Lizzie's one of our top posters, as is Rose Glad, who posted this one. Oh, this made me laugh so hard. I was actually at work when I first saw this, and I laughed so hard to share it with a friend of mine who has a beautiful, beautiful Rottweiler dog. She's like a year old, called Daisy, and he laughed pretty hard at this too. Thank you so very much, Rose. Thank you, Lizzie. Thank you, Liz. Thank you, Clara. And you know what, folks? Thank you to you for everything you share. Thank you for making us, once again, the funniest city on the internet. Population us. Well, after all that, I think it might be time for me to tell a few bad jokes. What happens when a microscope crashes into a telescope? They kaleidoscope. I've never understood why it's called SpongeBob SquarePants when everybody knows that the real star of the show is Patrick. What's faster than an escalator? An escasooner. A Buddhist walks up to a hot dog stand and says, "Make me one with everything." Did you know that if you play a Kid Rock album backwards, there's a chance you might hear a message from the devil? Even worse, if you play it forward, you hear an album from Kid Rock. I sure hope those made you laugh, friends. I've got to thank my beautiful, wonderful wife, Wendy, for the first 3 jokes. Then for the 4th joke, I got to thank my buddy David Knapp. And then for the 5th joke, I think I might have written it, but I'm sure other people have come up with that idea before. And folks, I would love to be thanking you for your jokes. Why not send your jokes to jokes@wellithoughitwasfunny.com or leave them as a comment on today's video. And if I use your joke, you better believe I'm going to give you credit for it. I want to tell your jokes, folks.
Want to help us out and look good at the same time? Head over to store.wellithoughitwasfunny.com where we've got t-shirts, hoodies, 3/4 sleeve rock shirts. We got coffee cups. We've got to-go cups. We've got stickers. Check it out today, folks. That's store.wellithoughitwasfunny.com.
I really do want to tell your jokes, friends. Don't forget to send those jokes. I want to tell them. You know, folks, I want to ask a favor of you. Maybe 2 favors. 2 favors, actually, I want to ask of you. First favor, if you get a chance, right time, right place, try to make somebody laugh today. You're going to make their day better. Second favor is along the same lines. You are as important as anyone else, and you deserve to be laughing too. Please make sure you're laughing if you can. If you're not laughing, if you haven't found anything funny today, hunt it down. Well, not in a mean way. Look for something. Whether you get home, watch a funny movie. Maybe you've got a YouTuber that makes you laugh. Maybe you come here looking for memes. I want you to laugh, folks, because you're making the world laugh. You deserve to laugh too. So I hope you're laughing. And if you do find something particularly funny, make sure you share it here in the group. And if it's already on the group, please comment on it and tag me in that comment saying, "This is what made me laugh." I would love it if you did that. I'd love it if anybody did that. That would make me feel good. And it'll give me something to share in our next video on Wednesday, right? Well, Thursday for those folks down under in Melbourne. I want to say thank you again for being members of our incredible community here. And thank you for making the community incredible. Some things I want to leave with before you leave. Or maybe some questions. What's your favorite funny movie? What's your favorite comedy movie? Why don't you leave that as a comment on today's video? Don't forget to leave photos of your pets. If you're into that, please hit that reaction button down there, where that mini Lee is trying to get your attention. That would be fantastic. It really does help out. At least it helps out me psychologically, I guess. And folks, like I said, I hope you're laughing. Do us a favor. Check out the store. Check out our sister site. And if you feel like helping out, no pressure, we do have a donation link. It's $2 Canadian, friends. That's like $1.65 American, probably. If you want to help out, that would be fantastic. But folks, I want you to know we are always here for the funny, not the money. And I'm just glad that you're here. Thank you so very much for making this group what it is, the funniest city on the internet. Keep laughing, my friends.
Well, I thought it was funny.
Well, I think it was funny.
Well, I thought 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 it was funny.